Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We're also going to hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. As you can tell, today is another solo episode, though. So today is episode 25, day 25, but before we get started, we're going to do a quick update. Today is 25 days in a row. Today I only ran 1.5 miles. That will put me at a total of 85 for the month and the year. Today was a little rough. I didn't really want to get out there and do it, but I know I had to just kind of push through it. As you can tell, I literally just got back. My face is pretty red. It was pretty cold out there. A little windy, not too much, but I just didn't dress well enough, and I wasn't really pushing. I took Daisy with me again today, my dog, so I really wasn't pushing it hard enough to get my heart rate and my body heat kind of up enough to withstand the cold. Wasn't too bad, but got it done. Again, that being said, I'm at 85 miles for the month. And for the month of January, I'm doing the 100-mile challenge where I will run 100 miles in honor of the American Cancer Society. I also have a donation and a fundraiser going for the American Cancer Society through my Facebook. I've been posting the link to that, so if you guys want to donate, please go do that. I think we are currently at $320. I reset the goal 2 times because we hit the past 2 goals. But now the new goal is 400, so let's see if we can hit that, guys. I think 7 or 8 people have donated so far, so it's really awesome. I really appreciate it. And I get right now it's kind of a tough time, so not everyone is going to have the ability to, donate some money. But whatever you can, every little bit helps, and it's really really appreciated. So that being said, let's kind of just roll into today's episode. I've been running a little bit behind today. I got up today, worked in the basement a little bit, and been trying to get some stuff done and focus on that. And I kind of didn't have anything planned for this. I always tell myself I'm going to get to it later. And then by the time it's kind of late enough where I know I have to get to it, I'm not really prepared. So something that I want to talk about because of that is something I started to do a little bit ago at the end of 2020, and it was really working out for me, and I just kind of quit doing it. So for today's theme for episode 25 is going to be lists. I'm going to get really kind of in depth with this. To-do lists are very crucial, especially for me. I notice if I don't have a to-do list, I tell myself, I'll remember, I got to do this. And then I always forget. And by the time I do remember, I'm doing something else. So then I tell myself, I'll remember to do it in 5 minutes or whatever. And I never do. And I always forget, and I never get to what I need to get to. So I start trying to do to-do lists. And then, what's your first thought when you try to start a to-do list is to instantly grab your phone. Well, my phone's universal. I can go Google stuff. I can go on my Facebook. I can do all this stuff on my phone, and it has to-do lists. It's like the perfect scheduler. It has a calendar app and everything. So and that sounds, it sounds really good. It sounds like there's no flaws in that, right? But there's actually huge flaws in that, and that is the fact that it is capable of doing all of that. So anytime I notice I go to do my lists on my phone or something, the first thing I do is I get drawn to another app. I get drawn to Facebook, or I get drawn to my YouTube, or I get drawn to my emails. And then yet again, I forget that I'm even trying to go to do my to-do lists. So that is a huge problem I know I run into, and I'm assuming other people run into, because I don't think I'm just some strange weirdo that's the only person that it happens to. So one thing I kind of started doing late last year was actually I just got a notepad like this, and I just started writing, the stuff I had to do that day in it. I put the date up top, and then just mark a couple things that I wanted to try to get done within that time frame. And that actually kind of helped tremendously, especially with just making sure I was productive that day. It's kind of hard to keep tabs of how productive you are going to be that day unless you actually write down a to-do list and start crossing things off of it, and you can go, oh, look it, I hit 5 of these things that I wanted to do today, instead of, oh, you know what, I got some stuff done, I don't know exactly what, but I still don't feel good about it. But at least with a list, you can look at it, you can visualize it, you can see, okay, maybe I didn't do too good today. I only accomplished 2 things, and the 2 things I accomplished were pretty easy, and they only took 5 minutes each. So there's 10 minutes, and then I've had all this whole day to do stuff, and I've just wasted it. It's a kind of a good reminder to look at, and it's a good thing to try to keep you on track. So I know it's something I'm gonna have to try to start pushing for again and start doing more, is more physical lists. Like I said, I started doing it last year, and it was working out well for me, and then I don't know, I really don't know what happened. I think I got into the flow of accomplishing things that I thought in my head, yeah, I'm good enough, I can do this again, I don't need these physical lists. But looking back and thinking about it really right now, it's something I need to start to do. And one thing I like to do too, I'm going to bring this up, is these kind of pens. I feel like I'm in elementary school or grade school again with these cool 4 different color pens. But these actually come very good handy when you're these come, I don't even know what I'm talking about. These come, I don't know how to say this, guys, I'm completely brain farting. This comes in handy when you're making your lists. So for example, you can do red as things that are urgent. You can do black as things that you can do later, or you can just basically categorize them. I like to do red. I kind of use the red just to cross stuff off to know that it's done. I use black, for stuff that just like goals or things I need to get done. Blue I try to use for like my shopping trips at certain places. Like blue I try to use for like Lowe's, and when I need to go places like that, I try to write stuff in blue so I know, hey, I need to buy this, and it's kind of at the hardware store. Boom. Green is just kind of like my money indicator. I kind of write down how much stuff costs, and then again I use the red to if I want to subtract stuff or if I just want to cross it out. But the green is kind of another kind of list thing for shopping, but mostly it's to do the money, to see if, I'm this is how much money I can save and stuff like that. So if you don't have one of these, they come in, I bought this I think in like a 6-pack, but it was at Sam's Club, but you can buy them pretty much anywhere, maybe single packs or double packs. But these are very useful. I can't recommend these enough. So I don't want to keep you guys much longer because I want to get back to actually starting this list and start moving some stuff. You can't see it, but there's a lot of stuff behind me. I got to get down in the basement. Or my wife, who is also behind me, she's right over there. She has a really mad face on her right now because I'm not moving fast enough for her. I got to get that stuff down. I got to get her happy. So I'm going to cut this episode short. So that being said, for today, today's daily discipline, let's get some lists going, guys. I think it'll change your life dramatically, and you won't, you'll run into me one day and you're like, dude, you told me to make a list and it changed my life. You saved me, and then you're just going to pay me a whole bunch of money because I helped you. And I'm just kidding. But seriously, this will help you. I think make some lists, actually write it down on paper. Try to stay away from, if your will is strong enough to be able to go on your phone without wasting time, then more power to you, and you could, use your lists on your phone. There's nothing wrong with doubling up the list on paper and your phone, but I just find the phone to be a little more counterproductive than just using straight pen paper. So for your daily discipline, make some lists. Maybe start writing down these daily disciplines to remind yourself that these are some things that you can work on daily. So other than that, guys, I want to thank you for listening. This is episode 25 I've gotten some more comments actually on some of the videos on YouTube, and it was more positive comments. I really appreciate it, guys. I thank you a lot for listening and for following along and for all the positive feedback. If you guys think you have your own story you'd like to tell and want to be a guest, please message me. If not, just please share this with other people. Give the page a follow. Give our Instagram and our Facebook a follow. Let us know, how we're doing. And let's just keep this positive energy going, guys, in 2021. Let's try to leave all of that negative and all of that, rude and just bad vibes in 2020, okay? Let's go to 2021. Let's keep this going. Let's stay disciplined. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.